there, I woke up like this. Hi guys, it's Bubs. Today I'm really happy because I'm able to film an everyday look for y'all. Everyday makeup. I don't even know if people even film them these days. Yeah, for my previous video, you guys pretty much comment that you wanted me to do a tutorial on how I did my makeup and that it looked really clean and fresh. And I'm so glad you guys like it. It's pretty much my everyday look. It's so simple that I really questioned whether I should even make a tutorial, but nonetheless I did so, and I'm so glad because makeup tutorials are getting so good on YouTube and the blending is unbelievable. Absolutely amazing work. But you guys know for me, I've always preferred more of the, I guess, minimalistic natural approach. I would call this like the I woke up like this makeup, where I still pretty much look like myself, just a little bit more enhanced. The whole point of this makeup is to look healthy, where your skin looks glowy, not in a, hey, look at my highlights right away. I mean, that is a great look itself, but not the look that I'm going for. You know, sometimes it's quite easy to look at someone, and this is not a good thought, but these are just thoughts that people have, where you look at someone, they're like, oh, they look so pretty, but they've just got loads of makeup on. When you have this look on, people will notice just how healthy and glowy and radiant you look, but they won't immediately think it's because she's got lots of makeup on. So if you guys are interested in how to create this look, please keep watching. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to do so. And it would really make my day if you click on that bell so you don't miss out on any new videos and notifications. Let's get to it. Good morning, everybody! It is currently 8:30 a.m. So I have a question, guys. What kind of morning person are you? Are you the morning person that wakes up where you're just like, just don't even talk to me until I've had my coffee? Or are you just the perky, happy type upon waking up? If my voice is a little sexier than usual, huskiness comes from it's early in the morning. Either that or screaming over Isaac and Ayla. Because I've just woken up. I have to stop doing that. But yeah, because I've just woken up, usually what happens is when you sleep, because you're laying down, the fluids gather up in your face, which is why a lot of times you wake up looking quite puffy. Drink a nice big glass of water, which I already did. It also helps to do this. Like, really slap yourself. Stimulate that blood circulation. I should probably get a move on. I've just like wasted a minute. First thing I want to do is apply concealer. I showed this concealer in my recent favorites video, and I really love it. Usually when it comes to stick concealers, they can be very drying or cakey or patchy, but not this one. I'm out of breath because I forgot my beauty blender and I went downstairs to grab it, and then I went upstairs again. That's my exercise for today. Do you remember the time before beauty blenders? I'm so grateful for the beauty blender, especially because of me. I'm such a hygiene freak. The beauty blender is amazing because you can use it for concealer, foundation, powder, blush, everything. But the biggest thing for me is that I can clean it right away before using. You can immediately see how much more my eyes are brightened in a very natural way. Sometimes with concealer, because it covers so much, it almost doesn't look natural and your eyes look a bit Botoxy, if you know what I mean. For foundation, it usually changes every day depending how my skin is. My skin is behaving, so I'm using the Ordinary foundation. I might look really tiny to you, but like this tiny bit is more than enough. Just dotting it all over my face. And usually I like to start in my jaw area, the lower parts of my face. Okay. And then drag the foundation and work my way. Sometimes I see beauty vloggers use foundation and it's like huge pumps. Sure enough, it looks great on camera, it looks perfect, but if you were to do it yourself at home, you will realize that actually that is quite a lot of foundation. It totally makes sense for them to apply a little bit more for the camera so it shows up better. You know camera ready skin, you have to put on like 30% more makeup, right? And I can tell you, as perfect and flawless the pictures are in person, it looks a lot more caked. These days, I've just turned into that really annoying person that only takes pictures of their kids. Yes, that's me. You guys know lately I've been prepping for the launch of my lip kits, so I've been taking more selfies as I would normally do. I realized how difficult it was for me anyway. I just get so awkward in front of the camera, and it just made me respect all the Instagram models and the beauty influencers even more. I think they're just taking pictures all day long, but staying relevant is definitely a talent. See how much my skin is perked up. When you're picking your foundation, a really helpful tip is to make it match your neck rather than matching your face. Your face is often tanner or paler than the rest of your body, but if you get the same color as your neck, then it's gonna match. You can totally see how just a little smidge of foundation has completely transformed my complexion. This is the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder. One of those really affordable products. I don't know if I would ever finish this in my lifetime, if I'm being honest. Give it a whirl, make it dance, tap. And then, so when it comes to my face, I like it to look natural and skin-like. So if you make it look too matte, as flawless as it looks, and it could be a really good look, but it's just not a look that I'm going for every day. So I usually call this Eiffel Tower, where I start at the center of my forehead. I move it down the side of my nose, because I'm really concentrating on this A area. I still want the cheeks to look luminous, but I just want to remove that shine from my forehead, my nose, modify around the edges. I only really use two brow products when it comes to my brows. It's either the It Cosmetics Brow Power or the Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil from Benefit. I'm going to use the Goof Proof one today. When it comes to my brows, I like to start at the base and work small strokes to create the line, as you can see. Gosh, I need to pluck my brows. I'm so glad the wild look is more in than the perfect polish one. I bring it down to a point. And then once I'm happy with the shape, I use a spoolie and I brush up. And then I go side. Because essentially what I'm doing is I'm blending that lower liner up, and it fills in the middle of my brows, and then when I go sideways, it softens it even more. You know when they say like your brows are like sisters because they're not supposed to look like twins? I completely agree, because this sister is the one that behaves. This one is the one that's like, I don't know, let's see. By the way, when it comes to this look, you don't have to do all the steps. A lot of times I just do a few. Then there's some days where I'm feeling a little fancy and I'm going to a supermarket. Then I would apply more steps. So usually when it comes to my eyes, I like to keep it clean. I think this eye is a little uneven today, so I'm going to put an eyelid sticker on. Okay, so eyelid stickers are especially great if you choose to not wear makeup that day, because with eyeshadow, it becomes very, very obvious. So you can just immediately see how it's lifted up my eyelid. This is my absolute favorite. It's the Barry M Shimmering Eye and Lip Crayon. I don't want to think about the day comes when I can't use it anymore. I'm just going to cherish this time that I have. Highlighting makes the most difference to my eyes. As you can see, and then the other side. And I like to go right into the middle of the eye, and then using my finger, I'm just going to soften this part out. Now next up is just eyeliner. If it really helps, you can use any brush to lift your eyelid up a little bit so you can tightline a little bit easier. But hey, tilting your head back works too. I should leave the middle part completely bare. And then I guess for the other third of the eye, I line it. As always, I like to extend a little bit. And curl my lashes. Some of you guys have noticed that I have been uploading a little bit more regularly. For a while, I had a lot of pressure about making content. I feel like this time returning is not as if I'm putting loads of pressure on myself. It feels like I'm returning as a mommy of two, trying to get my groove on again and sharing my experience, kind of like how I was before, except before I was a girl turning 22, didn't know what I wanted in life, didn't know very much about myself. I'm older now, I have a bit more wisdom, and yeah, I'm just enjoying my journey. I have one weird eyelash that's extra long. I had eyelash extensions a little while back and this one eyelash just refuses to fall out. All the others have said goodbye. This one just doesn't want to let go. This is the Moon Shadow from the makeup store and it's my absolute favorite when it comes to highlighting because it's got hints of gold, brown, peach, rose gold, everything merged together. It just looks so stunning for the inner eye. A lot of times I'm pretty much happy with my eyes like this, but in my video where I talk about the lip kit, I actually had a bit of brown underneath. I don't like to apply it directly because it can just look too heavy and strong. I like to make strokes diagonally, as you can see. And it just sort of contours the eye shape a little bit. More natural and clean, something I go for more on an everyday basis, but if you want to define your eyes a little bit more, then you have this one. I think I need to blot a little bit. It's really warm in my office. Currently in my office / studio, guys, and I'm hoping I can use it a little bit more because I do like to film more often. I feel like I don't get a lot of time to myself, and when I get time to myself, it also means time with you guys. I know it sounds really sad. They say when you grow older, you choose your family, and I think what's really amazing about YouTube is you guys chose me. This is the Hoola contour stick, the Quickie one, and I really like it. The formula is so creamy. I'm just gonna blend with my beauty blender. But yeah, without going too cheesy, I'm just gonna stop here. But you guys mean a lot to me. I'm just happy to make videos here again because I just want to connect with you all. You know, when it comes to my vlog channel, a lot of times it's just about me being a mom and my kids, but when I'm on this channel, it's about me! And sometimes you guys. I'm just kidding. With the point of my beauty blender, I just gradually work my way back, as you can see. Do you remember the days before contour? Do you remember? Before Kim Kardashian came along and added like an extra 2 minutes to our makeup regimen? A cream contour just gives it a lovely base before we apply the powder. Did I say 2 minutes? I meant 20. It always happens because one side I take my time and then when I get to the other side I'm like, this is Hoola Light, just so you guys can compare and see. This is Hoola Original and this is Hoola Light. So I just like to sweep it in the crescent of my face. You can see it's just left more of a healthy color to my complexion. If you want to, you can contour your nose a little bit. It just makes sense that out of all your contour colors, you use the lightest for your nose. Sometimes you watch how people do it, but then you realize that when you do it on yourself, it looks funny, and the reason is everybody's nose is different. Not everybody needs to do the full-on contour from the top to the bottom. For me, my nose is quite wide at the base, so I would concentrate here in the lower parts rather than the top. I like to suck my nose to see exactly where the shadow would be. See? Right here. I guess I can contour this part a little bit. I actually mentioned this in my viewers video, but then when I was editing, I realized I don't make it anymore, so that was very sad for me. As much as I love highlighting all that jazz, I'll always love blush. I feel like blush has been a bit forgotten lately and I completely understand not everybody suits blush. This is just a peachy coral blush. It's quite a common color really. And if you want to look natural, you don't have to just apply it like this. You can actually wipe off the brush and sort of work around your face a little bit more. I like to take a highlight color. I'm just going to take this one right here. I like to just apply it at the top of my nose bridge, right between my eyes. As you can see, it looks quite heavy right now, so we're just gonna have to blend it. And not only does that make you focus on the eyes, it makes this part higher. So remember, don't bring it all the way down. You just want to focus this part here. Lips I'm going to be applying Girl Next Door, so I'm just going to apply the lip liner first. So this is my lip kit, but you don't have to use my one. If you can find a pinkish nude, it would look perfectly with this lips. Actually, any lip color that you feel is my lips but better shade. So I just quickly line it, quickly fill it in so it has a nice base. and I go straight to the liquid lipstick. So my everyday makeup is pretty much done. I know it took longer because I was talking through it, but it really just takes me less than 5 minutes for the whole face. And on days where I'm skipping out a few steps, even less. I'm gonna go ahead, get changed, and do my hair and come back to you guys. And so this is my I woke up like this look. As you can see for the base, it just looks very clean and naturally flawless. And when I say naturally flawless, there's definitely a glow, but it just looks so healthy and so natural. I feel like I still look like myself, but maybe just Bubs 2.0. It's one of my favorite looks. It's my husband's favorite look. There's no eyeshadows, which means you don't have to waste all that time blending, which means I can feel my best so I can go on to do the rest. Like I said, remember, you don't have to do every single step. There are some steps that you could miss out. For example, a lot of times I don't do the contouring. It's not only very wearable, but actually very photogenic, and a look that I would feel really confident in, actually more confident than I would, you know, when my makeup is heavier and more glamorous actually. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. It's been so long since I filmed a everyday makeup video, although I'm sure I've made so many of them in the past, but I hope you guys enjoy it. You know what, I really like this background that I have. I felt like it had a very nice natural approach. And then some of you guys mentioned that I look like the backgrounds you use for school photography, and now it cannot be unseen. Have a fantastic day because you deserve it. Bye!